My salute to those who conquer themselves. In this video, we will talk about ancient memory association techniques and will also see examples and practical tips so that you can use these techniques immediately. The last point in the video is based on Indian technique. All these techniques, after use, you will not only remember information faster but also remember details with better accuracy. First, let's understand why association techniques work. When we hear or see new information, it goes straight into short-term memory. Term memory lasts only a few seconds. If at this time you connect new information with things you already know well, then the new information gets stored directly in medium-term memory and when revised after some time gap, becomes a part of long-term memory. Through association, you can easily remember many details accurately. Let's start with Arts Notorious Visualization. Arts Notarial, i.e. Art of Know, is a 13th century book which contains many strange pictures, diagrams, and strange visualizations. It is said that with the help of this book, difficult subjects like maths, grammar, geometry, astronomy can be learned and remembered quickly and better. Today, neuroscience says that due to the surprise effect, the brain learns strange details easily. How students can use its strange visualization and association connect what you're trying to remember to something that's counterintuitive. Let's say you're having trouble remembering cell structure. So to make it interesting, map the microcells to a big sports stadium, and you don't have to do it yourself. You can promote on Gemini or GPT. This will give you a lot of detailed and interesting answers and will save you a lot of time like we did. It was written on the screen that it was promoted. We got a very interesting answer. There is a VIP box in the stadium. There is a nucleus, and inside it, the owner of the stadium is sitting, DNA, who has a map of the stadium. The walls of the stadium are membranes, and there are some gates on the walls. There are protein receptors which allow only the right people to enter, that is, they allow nutrients to enter. Cytoplasm is the playground where most activity takes place, and mitochondria is the generator room. Practical tip: connect interesting things that are opposite to the concept you are trying to remember. Building like this to connect or use things which are a little complicated like stand, airport, museum, library, shopping mall, fort, computer, etc. This will make it easier for you to remember by visualizing, connecting things together, i.e. by mapping them. You will find both English and Hindi prompts in the description. There is another way to remember. Songlines. Friends, thousands of years ago, it was necessary for the Australian tribals to survive by wandering in distant deserts and thorny forests in search of sweets and precious herbs, and it was also necessary to tell the new generations. Hence the tribals used the songline technique in songlines. What happens is that the landmarks found on the way, i.e. strange trees, rocks, bridges, rivers, and streams, are linked together by making a story. Then they make that story into a song and remember it from their youth. Later they also embroider it, hence their full name. How will we use Pada songlines? Friends, you can connect daily routes and journeys with those processes and timelines whose steps and dates you face difficulty in remembering. For example, you can connect the journey from home to college with the timeline of World War II. You came out of the house with your bike and came across a black pole number 9, i.e. Germany occupied Poland in 1939. Then you came to know that petrol is less. You went to fill petrol. Then Britain and France declared war on Germany, and suddenly petrol became Indian rupee. It became expensive. You attacked 4 patties for breakfast, and here on May 10, 1940, Germany attacked France. Then you took a friend from home, i.e. on June 3, 1940, Germany captured Paris. You made a U-turn at the next red light. i.e. there was a war between Russia and Germany, and after this Germany started losing the war. At last you reached college, i.e. Allied forces came to Normandale, and in 1945 Germany lost the war. In the same way, you make some changes in the original path and make it interesting, then every connect the stop to any event or date, and this way you can easily remember any timeline or process. The advantage of this technique is that only after one stop comes another, that is, it becomes easy to remember the timeline or sequence of the process. Another way to remember new information accurately is Build Your Ark. In this method, you can build a ship, cupboard, or you collect items in a bag, and then, with some logic, you start adding new information from weight, size, touch, color, smell. The more associations you have, the more detail and accuracy will increase. Just like you start keeping new information in the bag like vegetables, think logically. So we keep the hardest and heaviest vegetables at the bottom of the bag like pumpkin and cuddle, hence add the heaviest, i.e. the most important information to the pumpkin. On top of that, add another hard vegetable like potato. Then add the green vegetable like bottle gourd and ridge gourd to the third and fourth information. Place chopped tomatoes on the top, and on top of that there is green coriander and some chili peppers. Sixth information, and the smell of green coriander is coming to you till the top, i.e. connect green coriander with the seventh information. Friends, the next easy way to remember difficult things, which is Indian, Katap Yadi system, is based on technology. Numbers have faces. It is believed that Katap Yadi system was created in South India in the 4th century, i.e. 1,600 years ago. As you can see in the table, numbers are represented in Katap Yadi system. For number 12, you can say kar, yar, par, etc. It is difficult through this system. Long numbers and mathematical formulas can be memorized in the form of verses, like see this verse. When the words of this verse are converted into parts, we get this number, which tells the value of pi up to 32 and decimal number. So friends, today we do not have to remember such difficult numbers, so today we reverse the Katap Yadi system. That is, you can connect the numbers to any face or personality. The most useful example that I can think of right now is that we use the first 10 numbers in a cricket test. You can add it to the batting order of the team. It has two advantages. First, we already remember the batting order of the players. Yashasvi Jaiswal is on the first number, Rohit Sharma is on the second, Shubman Gill is on the third, Virat Kohli's L, Rahul, Ravindra Jadeja and Ashwin. That is, when you select the cricketers, if you map it with new information, it will be easier to remember the sequence. Secondly, you can also add the player's face or personality or way of playing along with the numbers, which will make it easier to remember the new information. Now, for example, you can map the sequence of reactive elements to the players. Firstly, potassium, or the potassium of firecrackers in Davi Jaiswal's batting. Rohit Sharma drinks lemon water by adding salt to stay fit. At the third position, due to calcium, i.e. due to calcium, Shubman Gill's full-throated laugh is at the fourth position. Magnesium means mother's beloved son Virat Kohli. At number 5 is aluminum. KL means L.at. Number 6 is carbon. Carbon is also an excellent all-rounder like Ravindra Jadeja. Carbon is used at many places. At number 7 is zinc, i.e. zinc like shaven slow spin. Slowly. It reacts in this way. You can read it once and remember the order of the list. Like if we say for, then we will remember Virat Kohli, and that will remind us of mother, i.e. MG. And at number 5 is KL, with whom L is directly related in 24 hours. By revising once or twice, this list will become firm for you. Friends, when you sit down to memorize something, use one technique at a time. When you get used to it, then use another technique. By doing this, your time will not be wasted, friends. To save time, you can do one more thing. You can decide with your friend that there are 10 topics in this XY related chapter. You associate on 5 topics to remember, and I do on 5 topics, and in the evening we will teach each other about this. It will also be revised automatically, so do share this video with your friend and save your time. Summary. First of all, we learned from Arts Notarial the strange visualization of what you are trying to remember. Connect with us, use AI to save time. You will get very detailed and interesting answers, and you will save a lot of time. Then we learned from Songline, connect the roots with process and timeline in a journey. 2 events happen one after the other, which in sequence it becomes easy to remember. Then we learned from Build Your Ark to organize the information like stuff and connect new information with weight, size, touch, color, smell. We learned from Katap Yadi system to give personality to the numbers. That is, we all the numbers like the cricket test team's batting. You can add to the order. Friends, Grant Cardone says that I was directionless in my youth. I used to think that if I get success then it is okay. If I don't get it, then I don't know what I will do. Then when I cleared the negative belief systems from my subconscious regarding success, and this I accepted the fact that it is only my responsibility to be successful, since then my life has changed. How is the subconscious cleaned? How the subconscious is reprogrammed for success.